Hello, sinners. It is I, Father Evil, and I invite you to Destination Station on YouTube.
There you go. Go to Destination Station. This buddy is the bomb.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
I had to say that for a reason.
Freddie, take that, motherfucker.
All right. Okay. Fuck you. Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station right now if you want the best content.
What's up? Welcome to Destination Station, our weekly dose of horror. This is something I've been wanting to do for a minute, to do these live streams. So yeah, Wednesday night seems like a perfect time to kind of like, this is hump day. This is the middle of the week. Let's get a little bit more hyped. The weekend isn't here yet, but you know what? You still got a little bit of deaths in your life. And this is a free-for-all. We talk about all types of horror, whatever you want to talk about. Any kind of questions you may have for myself or my thoughts on other films, you let me know right here. It's not always about Scream and Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street on this channel. We talk about all kinds of things. So I want to hear what y'all most anticipated horror movies are that are coming up. I have a few of my own. So yeah. Glad to see that we got a little bit of a turnout. I was going to go live at 9 p.m. Central. Had to move it another hour because I forgot I had a movie ticket for that new thing that came out, the AMC Screen Unseen, where it's like a random movie every... let me bring that music down a little bit so I can hear myself talk. Hopefully y'all can hear me talk. But yeah, it's called AMC Screen Unseen. It comes with like the AMC Stubs member, but you never know what you're gonna get with it. It's like a box of chocolates. But yeah, so I had to go see that movie. It started at 7 o'clock. I didn't want to be pressed for time, so I just moved the stream up to an extra hour. Hopefully this isn't too late for y'all. We will probably still try to keep it around 9 p.m. Central unless another one of those movie nights land on it, because last month was the AMC Screen Unseen. I think that's whenever they first launched this. It was on a Monday night. So this month it was on a Wednesday. So yeah. So yeah, tonight's was the Book of Clarence. Nothing horror related. Didn't really know what I was getting into. Got some thoughts on it. Gonna have that review out tomorrow. Probably a short out tonight. So yeah, if you're interested in that, last month's was The Boys on the Boat, which was really good. I didn't know anything about that, but that was a really good biography. This one was a little bit different than that. But tomorrow night, it snuck up on me, y'all. Tomorrow night is Night Swim. I'm going to see Night Swim tomorrow night. So yeah, I'll have that review up, a right out of the theater reaction, and then a full review up sometime Friday. And so yeah. But I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what y'all are most anticipated horror movies y'all are looking forward to. What do y'all want to talk about tonight? We always talk about Scream 7 or the Scream franchise, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and there's a lot to talk about with those. We got Saw 11 coming out, but has anyone seen the trailer that just dropped today of the first Omen? Has anyone seen that? I'm telling you, like, I'm not the biggest, the Omen franchise. Like, I maybe seen like one of them, and I think I saw like the remake or something. And I remember them being pretty good, and I know that they're classics, but this, I wasn't expecting much from this trailer. I was just like, oh, it's just another Omen movie, or it's like a prequel to the Omen, with it being the first Omen. But when I watched that trailer, you talk about mood and atmosphere. You talk about, like, it wasn't even a long trailer. It's just like a little bit over a minute long. It was awesome. I was like, I'm hooked. This looks like it could be actually scary. This looks like it's going to be something really unique and good. So yeah, let me know if you've seen the trailer to the first Omen and if you're excited to see it. Let me get to the chat. So yeah, also before I go to the chat, I do want to acknowledge all of my new members that have become official stationeers here on Destination Station. We do live streams. We're going to start keeping them out, pumping them out weekly. But I do want to show some shine to all you new members and even the ones that have been with me for quite some time. I love you all. Thank you. Monday nights will be members only Mondays, where we will have special screenings of certain movies. We'll even do some games. We'll also, y'all can even come on the stream with me if you're comfortable with that, and we can watch the movies of your choice. It's maybe something you can bring to my attention, maybe something I can bring to y'all's attention, but it's just a hangout for us. And you're not limited to that when you do become a member. You can also join me on other streams and any day of the week. So whenever I'm doing any type of watch parties or anything like that. So I think the next one up is Thanksgiving and Exorcist the Believer. But we'll also do like a spin the wheel after every Monday night. By the end of that show, we will spin the wheel with all of y'all's suggestions on what we should watch next. And we'll spin it, and whatever it lands on, that's what we will watch. So thank you all for becoming a member. And if you want any of these perks, consider becoming a member. Members only Monday. You can call it Mom. Hashtag Mom. Mr. Mom over here. So yeah, thank you all for all the new members for this year. Let's start 2024 off with a banger. So yeah, love you all. I'll be reaching out to a couple of y'all that I have to set up a stream for, but expect members live stream every Monday night. That's gonna be a given. We got Paula Fitzhenry in the house. Is this East Coast or definitely Central? Yeah, I messaged you earlier. Awesome. Oh, we got my buddy Dom in the house. What's up, Dom? Long time no see, pal. Man, what's going on, brother? I hope all things are good. Hope you're streaming some good games, man. If you're not subscribed to Dominic, do yourself a favor. If you like games, if you like horror games, or even playing a little bit of Warzone, he does a little bit of everything. Very talented guy, very good friend of mine, very good friend of the channel. He is part of the horror fam. So show him some love. Show him some love. Can I hop on with you, bro? Yeah, man, we can do that. Let me get through some stuff, and then I can send you a link real quick. If the rest of the chat is cool with that, I'm down with that. Haven't spent some good time with my buddy Dom. Let's see here. Oh, and sweet to see you making content on the channel. You were away for a while. I was away for a while, buddy. I was taking a little time, a little breather. You know, sometimes all of us need that. Was going through some difficulties in my life. Also with, the holidays is always rough. I'm always traveling or got people coming into town, or, it's just so like spontaneous around the holidays. So yeah, but this is a new year, same me, and we're going to keep this going. So happy new year again, even though it's the 3rd. Let's see here. Oh, the general's in the house. Val, what is up, Val? Welcome. I can always count on Val. She's super awesome. Love you lots. Oliver Hartung is in the house. What's up, everyone? What's up, Oliver? I hope you're having a fantastic night. Welcome to the stream. Do you need your dose of horror? What is your most anticipated horror movie this year? Have you seen the first Omen trailer today? Are you even excited about any of the other stuff that's coming out, like Saw 11? Night Swim, I'm going to see. That really snuck up on me. I thought we were getting that later, but we're getting it comes out Friday, but I'm seeing it tomorrow night, a day earlier. And I believe it is a Blumhouse movie, but it looks interesting. It's a PG-13 horror, but it does still it takes itself seriously, so it just kind of snuck up on me. I wasn't expecting it. I don't really know what to expect. I kind of want to go in as blind as possible. And hopefully I can find some sort of enjoyment out of it. So yeah, Oliver just became a new member, an official stationeer. So thank you, Oliver. I'll be reaching out to you as well. Hope to see you on Members Only Mondays, 9 p.m. Central. See you there, buddy. Let's see here. Val, yes. Hey, Paula. I'll let everyone ride your camel. What? I don't really know what that means, but gotcha. Let's see here. I kind of like switched up a little bit of the new angle too. Like I kind of like switched some stuff around so get a little bit better view of my background and everything. You know, kind of show off my set a little bit because I realized like where my camera was in my other videos. It's like my big ass head was blocking the view of all my cool shit. I know y'all would rather be looking at that stuff than me. Let's see here. Who else we got? We got Jen in the house. Jen, how are you tonight? I hope it's not too late. Sorry I had to move the stream back an hour. That movie literally got out at right at like 9:35. So I like rushed home. So I was like, okay, it was a good thing I did move it because if any of y'all go to the AMC theaters, you know how long those trailers are, those previews, and then you got the Nicole Kidman whole thing that takes up like 5 minutes. It takes a long time. It's like 25 minutes. Good on a good night before the movie actually gets started. So even though it started at 7, it really didn't start till like 7:30, and I didn't know how long it was going to be or what I was getting into. But yeah. So I'm glad I moved it to 10. It won't always be like that. It was just we just had a little rescheduling tonight. That's it. Not too far. Val says, "Okay, Destin, have to ask you, what do you think about the new horror movie coming out, Mickey's Mousetrap?" I actually, as much as a lot of people are probably tired of this whole trope of, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, all these public domain movies that are now becoming like turning into horror movies. I kind of like this concept, this Mickey's Mousetrap. I think that's really cool. I like the whole thing that it seems like it's going to be probably taken on a steamboat or something. Not too sure how much of a budget is behind it. It is the same creators behind the Mean One that made that horror movie of The Grinch, and I have not seen it. I have been wanting to watch it, but I heard it is a very, very low budget movie. So, but I still want to check it out. I should have checked it out around Christmas time, but I don't know. I want to see it, but I want to see something that has a lot of money back in it. I want to see a really well made one. So they might be able to pull something really, really cool and unique off. Mickey Mouse as like a horror character, like it already has my ass in the seat. I'm there. What do y'all think about Mickey's Mousetrap? Have y'all been keeping up with that? Do y'all want to see your beloved childhood Mickey become a killer? I think it's kind of cool, like instead of the mouse in the trap, it's kind of like the people are. I think it's pretty cool. It's nice. Anybody ever played that Mousetrap game, the board game? I remember growing up playing that Mousetrap board game or whatever, and like little stuff would happen. They're still selling that game to today. Not sure if it's still the same concept. It looks like it is. I haven't played it in a long time. Don't know if it still holds up from my childhood. But, this is cool. I like it. Paula says, I want to see that movie. You're talking about Mickey's Mousetrap? Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun, for sure. Dom says, Founders Day. Dom, I have just discovered that is coming out, and I'm actually looking forward to that. Don't know too much about it. Gotta look up some stuff, but from what I saw about it looks like it's going to be a pretty cool little slasher. So I'm always there for those. Oliver says, I'm going to see it on Sunday. What movie are you talking about, Oliver? You're going to see Founders Day? Or the movie I saw tonight at the AMC Screen Unseen, The Book of Clarence. Let's see here. Dom, I'm going to go ahead and send you a link to join me here on the chat. So, my good friends and fam, please bear with me for a second while I send this invitation out real quick, and I'll get back to chat. I'll tell you what, though. I was kind of hoping tonight I was going to be able to see Night Swim a day earlier, you know? Even though I see it tomorrow night, it's like I already get the chance to go see it. I just really wanted to see it immediately. Like whenever I realized, I get like the notification on my phone, and it's like, oh, your movie's going to be in a day or so. Dom, I just sent you that link for the invite to the stream. I was like, then I got really excited to see it because I really don't know what to expect from Night Swim, especially with these PG-13 horror movies. But it seems like it's kind of like possession, or not possession, but like a ghostly type movie. So I'm like, okay, those can be okay for PG-13. So I'm really excited for that. It's got, what's his name, Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell's son in it. I like him as an actor. He's in that new Monarch Legacy show on Apple TV that's connected to the Godzilla and King Kong universe. Still haven't seen that show, been wanting to watch that. But I think he's a very solid actor. I think it'd be cool to have him in like The Thing, you know, another Thing remake, like him and his dad. I think that'd be kind of cool. Paula says, I was supposed to go back to work tomorrow, but they moved it to next week due to new interns coming in. Oh, hey, take the time, Paula. You got the rest of your life to work, okay? Enjoy your time. Look at it as like a little mini vacation or staycation. Hang out here with Destination Station. Didn't mean for that all to rhyme. But, yeah, you know, don't be in a rush. Don't have bad work ethic, but don't be in no rush to just go to work, okay? We got the rest of our lives to work. All right. So yeah, look at it just like a little vacation. You get a little bit more time off to spend with your loved ones and watch some good horror movies. How about that? We got Jen Warner. I just found out that the 2 movies I am looking forward to are not coming out until 2025. What are those, Jen? I'd like to know. Let me know what those 2 movies are that you're looking forward to. Oliver says, I've never seen The Omen. I don't know if I've ever seen... I think I've seen bits and pieces of the first Omen. Like I remember it like playing on TV or something, like the AMC channel or something. But I don't think I ever like sat down from beginning to end and finished it. I do remember going to see the remake in the theaters. So yeah, I do remember that, but I need to rewatch that. So I'm not the biggest Omen fan. So yeah, I need to freshen up with that. But this new trailer that just dropped, I can't even talk. That just dropped today looks really good. Maybe it's just a good trailer, you know. Maybe maybe we'll all be surprised and it's awful. But I don't know. It kind of looks like it's got a cool little vibe and scary. I like the music in it too. It's kind of cool. Paula said, I just subscribed to this channel earlier. Oh, awesome, Paula. Well, welcome. Everybody give Paula a warm welcome to the horror fam. Glad to have you, Paula. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for subscribing. I'm glad that you invited me into your life. Hopefully I can bring you some sort of enjoyment and you'll stick around for a while. So thank you so much. Welcome to the party, pal. Let's see here. Oliver says, I say we watch all the Saws all at once. Ooh, Oliver. Not too long ago, me and my buddy Marcus over at I Shot Him 6 Times, we did do a Saw-a-thon. We kind of like were streaming it on both channels. But I have not went to Saw 10. I have seen Saw 10 in the theaters, but I have not watched it here on the channel. We may have to add that and Spiral. We didn't get to Spiral either, so we may have to add those 2 at least. But we do have it. It's underneath the live videos. So yeah, we did it over at I Shot Him 6 Times channel and mine. We kind of like streamed them on both at the same time. But yeah, great idea. We'll definitely, before Saw 11 comes out, we'll definitely have to do another Saw-a-thon. We got somebody knocking at the door. He's been sitting back there waiting for a minute, looking sad and lonely, and I don't know if I should let him in. Should I let him in, everybody? Let's see. No, it's my good friend Dom. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
How you doing tonight?
Oh man, I'm been wonderful, man. I've just been watching the Twilight Zone movie from
Okay.
1983. It's a blast, man. It's probably one of my favorite horror anthologies. But yeah, man, it's been good so far for sure.
Yeah, I remember watching that whenever I was younger. That's another movie that I think that I need to rewatch. Just kind of like refresh on because I'll only remember like the Dan Aykroyd scene for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just remember that being really scary to me whenever I was a kid. So I would like to watch it all the way from the beginning to the end. So it's still good. Are you watching it on TV or are you watching it? You have it? You own it?
I'm watching it on YouTube. It's free on
Oh,
YouTube.
nice. Even better. How you been, buddy? Long time no talk. Long time no stream.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, man, it's been a while, right?
Yeah.
I've been busy. Did some, I did like a couple films while you were gone, and I've been chilling at home for a while, and then I went out multiple times with my friends that I work with, and we have a blast every time we go out, and yeah, I prepared for the new year.
Hmm.
I had everything set up. We celebrated, and then now here we are, 2024. So it's nice to see you again, man. I missed you, buddy. You're
Thanks. Same
one
here.
of definitely a good friend, and you're a great, in my personal opinion, one of the greatest content creators out there.
Oh,
Well,
thanks,
Destination
man.
Station, you know what I'm saying? We need more content from you, man. I'm glad you're starting again.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I've dabbled. I'm still being like on other people's channels and dropping some videos here and there. I just, I just sometimes just work and life and everything else. It just when it all hits you at once, you're just kind of a little overwhelmed, and you just kind of like got to step back and wait until you can, feel a little bit of less stress so you can get those creative juices going a little bit more. I don't know. That's how I felt. I was just like to the point to where it was just like, oh, like my job had dropped so much on my plate and we had so much new training going on. And I was just like, man, I was stressed out at the end of every day. And so it was just like, it needed, sometimes you need a little bit of a breather. So, but yeah, we're also going to be bringing back film roast. So yeah, Liz and Mandy, they're wanting to do some more film roast. So that's another episode that's going to be coming back probably once or twice a month. So we'll be able to do that. Man, I got a lot of stuff in the works, man. I got a lot of stuff in the works. I'm gonna make 2024 the year that we take this channel to another level. And I can't do it without you, buddy, and everybody else, all the members, all the people that stuck by me. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Even the ones that just checked on me throughout all that time. It just meant the world to me. I was like, oh, people do care. I love y'all. It makes
Yeah.
you feel like you're not just going through everything alone. So
Oh, trust me, bro. I've been going through stuff like late last year, man. I've been struggling. That's why
yeah.
I say like I did a couple movies late last year, and it wasn't really like doing too good because I got sick for a while. Kind of like
Mm,
what you've been through. You got sick for a while, and I also had to deal with um a family member. They were sick. So I had to take care of them. And but now like they're feeling better. They're getting back on their feet, and I'm trying to get back on my feet as well. So hopefully this year I able to do that. So I'm just that's pretty much what I've been trying to get through.
yeah.
You're not alone, man. You're not alone.
Man, thanks, man. You're not either, dude. And none of us are. Like, that's the thing. That's the point of this channel and this community is we should all be there for one another because we're all going through different challenges you know. So, and some of us the same challenges, but it's important for us to be here for one another for sure. And this is a safe place. This is a place where we can all hang out, talk about our favorite stuff. I'm the first, you know, to say that, like, if anybody ever needs any help, if it's within my reach, I will reach out and I will help y'all. Absolutely. I'm that person. I would give the shirt off my back if you didn't have one. You know, like, that's just the kind of person I've always been. I try to be as selfless as possible. But yeah, everybody, if y'all haven't subscribed to my buddy Dom's channel, he has really good content over there. He does some short films. He does some full length films, correct? Like some full features.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Like I'm starting to get into features. Now I'm working on a found footage film.
Okay.
That is kind of like a mix between Cloverfield. I'm not too sure if I want to continue with that Cloverfield aspect, but I at first I kind of wanted to mix Cloverfield and Cabin Fever together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about a group of friends that come over for the weekend, and in the city of LA is where I'm at, and they are stuck in an apartment room because there's a monster outside that is tearing up the city. And
Mm-hmm.
but it's not just that. The monster has radiation, so if you go outside, you're gonna get radiation poisoning and you'll die, right?
Yeah.
So throughout the movie, you stick with these characters and they all go insane because that cabin fever type of insane,
Right.
and that's what the film's about. It's about these characters and how they're dealing with the monster and how they're dealing with themselves as they have to stay inside for a good month or so, together with no food and no water. So um yeah, but that's kind of what we're working on. I'm currently talking with my friends. We're thinking either to put it on YouTube, my YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
or we put it on like a site like Tubi, you know,
Yeah.
uh, or maybe we put it on both. Who knows? And yeah, we're currently in talks of that. So very excited though. We're gonna probably shoot maybe late around this year for sure. See how that goes.
Awesome, dude. Dude, that's exciting stuff, man. That's really exciting stuff. I'm just to kind of I plan on doing like a full release of like a small trailer and promotion for this. I'm actually making a Scream fan film. I'm halfway through writing it. It's a prequel. It's called Scream Origins: The Beginning of the Woodsboro Murders. From what I got right now, it's something that I've always wanted to work on. We're going to see a younger Billy. Obviously, it's going to be played by somebody else, a younger Stu playing by somebody else. I'm going to have Christina Carpenter in there. Not a big focal point, but I am going to have her in there. And it's going to be leading through the Maureen Prescott murder and how Roman recruits Billy and Stu all the way up to Casey Becker's murder. So, that's all I'm gonna give. But it's really coming together. People that I've let read it, read part of it, have like been like, "This is gold. This is gonna be great." So I'm gonna start a whole Kickstarter and try to get the funding behind it because I want it to be something special. I want it to. It's something that I've always really wanted to do. I'm kind of new to the whole Kickstarter thing, so I hope a lot of people show up to show out and we can get this thing off the ground, man. Because it's gonna be I'm taking it serious. It's not going to be comedy. It's going to have some comedy spots in it, but I'm going to make it to where like this is for Wes, and I'm even putting that at the beginning of my film.
Mm.
So that I want to make something really good. Something that we need. We need some positivity. We need some other projects to scream since we got all this negativity surrounding it right now. I'm just tired of it. I want some positivity. Let's go back. Let's reset for a little bit, and then we can come back forward. That's
Yeah.
the way I look at it. Oliver says, hump day, camels have humps. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. That's what you meant. Okay, I was like, hold on, what? Like camels like the cigarettes back in the day? I don't know. Yeah, it is hump day. Val says, okay, just watch the first Omen trailer. Freaky ass trailer piqued my interest. Yes, Val. Yes. Dom, have you seen this new trailer to the first Omen?
I
You
haven't.
haven't seen? Okay, it just released like 10 hours ago or something like that, maybe 12. But I wasn't like really interested in like I wasn't rushing to see it, you know, like I was just like waiting to see it. But I'm so glad I did because it actually looks like they're trying to take it serious. Like it looks scary. It's got a cool vibe. Um it looks kind of evil. So it looks good. It looks good. And it's also I think it has the dad from uh I can't remember the name, but he's the dad in the movie The Witch and a couple of those A24 movies. So I'm like, okay, he's always a really good actor, so it's just got me on board. It's got me on board for sure. Here, this what does. I need to have a Chucky tattoo with his line. Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back. Man, I remember that on the posters of Child's Play 2. Man, that was always my favorite one growing up. I always loved that one. And I always remember the big poster in like the Blockbuster, like where he's like cutting the Jack in the Box head off or something. Like, I mean, that's like that was an awesome poster. I need to get that poster. So, uh, let's see here. Oliver says, "Sweet, the catch line from part two. The catch line from part two. Which one?
Child's Play 2.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, that's what y'all were talking about. Y'all were talking together. Uh, let's see here. Also, Dom says, "I like that Omen is coming back. I feel like the Omen is the original Final Destination." Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
Y-
so because this is what I mentioned tonight as well. I when I watched the Omen in Omen 2 and Omen 3,
Mhm.
the original ones, I always like had that it always had that like Final Destination feel with the deaths. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like the original movies, when people died, it was very Final Destination like, you know. And Knight said that, yeah, I felt that too. I feel like Final Destination got some ideas from that,
Mhm.
and of course made it its own. So I kind of looked at it in that way, and so I'm very interested to see this trailer to see if they follow the same route as the original Omen movies.
That might be have to be like a franchise. I need to start from beginning to end is just to watch because isn't there like 4 or 5 of the originals?
There's four. I would say one, two, and three is like a trilogy. So it's like
Yeah.
Damien, the main character,
Mhm.
who's um or not Lucifer. He's the Antichrist.
Yeah.
Uh, so Damien's the main character in all three movies, and you see him grow up, each movie, and then you get to the final one, and it's the final part of the trilogy. So I would say start with those three for sure. I haven't seen Omen 4 yet. I only
Have you seen
seen
the remake?
No, I haven't seen the remake.
It's got from what I remember, I think it has Julia Stiles and Liv Schreiber in it.
Hmm,
So I remember liking it, but I didn't. I don't feel like when I saw it, I didn't appreciate the Omen film. So with this new one coming out, I definitely want to check them out. I want to see what they're all about, how I feel about them, because I've always heard the Omen is like a classic. So is that the one where like someone jumps out the window and they're hung or something? And they like okay, yeah. I've always said every time I see a glimpse of that movie, I'm like, I want to watch that movie, but I just for some reason never have. I think there was like a really sweet like box set that came out not too long ago too, like of all the movies in it, and I always wanted to pick that up, but I didn't. That's one thing about me, man. I love some good physical media. I love like collecting that kind of stuff. I used to unbox all that stuff here on the channel until I moved all the way straight over to horror. But yeah, The Omen's definitely on my radar, especially after that trailer. That got me excited. I was like, okay, we might have some really good horror movies coming out in 2024. I'm excited about it. Paula said The Boys in the Boat. I meant, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Have you heard about this movie, The Boys in the Boat? It's not horror at all. It's a biography. Joel Edgerton. I think. What's his name? Oh man, why am I drawing a blank right now? The director of the movie is I know his name. I don't know why I can't say his name right now. The guy from Dusk Till Dawn, Quentin Tarantino's brother.
Robert Rodriguez.
No, the actor.
Oh, George Clooney.
George Clooney. George Clooney. I kept wanting to say Bruce, like Bruce Wayne or something from Batman, you know? Like, but yeah, George Clooney directed it. It's a biography about these guys that go to the Olympics and they're like doing the rowboat thing, and they, you know, it's a good little movie. It's a good little biography. Pretty cool movie. That was the one that I saw the AMC Screen Unseen a few weeks ago. So yeah, that one was a little bit better than tonight's movie. Oliver says he's seeing Night Swim on Sunday. Awesome, Oliver. I want to hear what you think about it. I'm hoping it's going to be good. What do you think, Dom, about this Night Swim movie? Have you seen anything about it?
No, I seen like a quick spot of it where I think someone was swimming in the pool and they were reaching in the gutter or
Hmm.
like, and then some, I think something pulls him or something comes out of it. I don't really remember too much about it. All I know it's like a swimming pool and there's people around it and something, I guess something's wrong with the swimming pool.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I know. That's what that's the same exact vibe I got too. And then I saw this other trailer that it was like, um, I guess they redo this swimming pool or something. I'm assuming that like somebody got killed in the pool or something, and maybe you got to figure out like I don't know, but then maybe you got to figure out like maybe a neighbor or something or somebody that used to live in the house that killed somebody in this pool, and this is like its entity coming back for revenge. And I really don't know what to really expect from it, like, and I kind of like that. But it also, I saw images of like Wyatt Russell's character like becoming mean, like almost possessed. So it kind of gave me Amityville horror vibes to it, you know, like where the dad is slowly becoming mean and trying to kill the family or something. So I don't know how far they're going to go into that direction, but I'm hoping for a good time. That's all I want is a decent horror movie. Extron said, "What's up, Destin? What's up, Extron? Welcome to the party, pal. Glad to see you. Awesome. Hope you're having a great night." Uh, Val says it's looking like it's a who done it type movie. Always down to see a who done it type movie. Are we talking about The Omen? Or always when we're talking about all kinds of movies, I'm always like, which one are we referring to here? But I know that Val was saying she just saw the trailer, so I'm assuming that we're talking about The Omen. But hopefully, Night Swim is going to be like a who done it, somewhat. You know, like I even though it's PG-13, those are always like a hit or miss for me. Um, but if it's done well, like there is some decent PG-13 horror movies out there. They're few and far between, but like What Lies Beneath. You ever seen that movie with Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer? PG-13 movie. Really great ghost story. Really, and it was kind of like a mystery, but it was really well done. Even though that was Robert Zemeckis, a really talented director. So I just want something like that.
Another one that is interesting because if you were to watch it without knowing the rating, you would think it would be rated R. And the movie is called Tammy and the T-Rex, and it's rated PG-13,
Yeah,
and there is gore in it. There's blood and gore shown in front of you, like
yeah,
if it was rated R. And I was like, dang. Like, I didn't even know this was PG-13. It's crazy.
Isn't that the? I think I remember seeing that in like on VHS, like the cover art. Is that the one with like Denise Richards or something in it?
Yeah, Denise Richards
Like
and Paul Walker, or a young Paul Walker.
Paul Walker's in it too? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That might be something we need to do on Film Roast or something. Like
Oh no, yeah, definitely. We definitely need to do a film roast on that because that film was, it was hilariously bad, but in a good way.
yeah. Yeah. Paula says Caleb McLaughlin Lucas from Stranger Things is in the Book of Clarence. Oh, okay. Uh, I guess I missed him. I know that they got James McAvoy in it and Benedict Cumberbatch is in it. They had a few good actors. The acting was great. The filmmaking was really great. Uh, it was just kind of like a, I guess you would say like a fictional story set around the crucifixion of Christ and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't really know what I was getting into. I didn't know how deep they were going to go into it, but it was just kind of like I thought maybe it was going to be part of the like. I was hoping to get something like the old Mel Brooks movies, like History of the World, like it could be like really comedy because I knew it was going to have some type of comedy aspect to it. But it was okay. It was okay. It's a one time watch for sure, but I kind of still don't get what the filmmakers were going for. I felt like it was kind of like 1 minute it's comedy, 1 minute it's really really artsy, then the next minute it's very drama and takes itself seriously. So I was kind of like, what's the point here? Like I didn't know where they were going with it. Um, so that's just go into it thinking it's just like a fictional story around all that. So if you're religious or anything like that, you may get offended in some stuff. I'll just put that out there. But yeah, it was different. Like when movies get too artsy, I'm kind of I can almost lose interest a little bit. Some movies I can handle a little bit of artsiness to it, but for just artsy being the sake of artsiness, I need more substance and story than just trying to be cool. I'm not trying to watch a music video. Um, Oliver says I heard from a YouTube yesterday video yesterday that that there was supposed to be a sequel to Rob Zombie Halloween 2. There was supposed to be a sequel to Rob Zombie Halloween 2. Um, there's so many like ideas for like Halloween scripts out there that it's unreal. Like they were supposed to pick up with this one or pick up with that one. Wasn't there one called like Halloween Returns or something? That was going to bring Josh Hartnett back.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a direct sequel, I guess, to something or some Halloween film. And then they
H2O
scrapped it,
probably.
and then they made 2018 one, and then
Yep.
there they made Kills and Ends. But yeah, that was supposed to be a film, and then they scrapped that. So it's interesting. And yeah, they were supposed to make Rob Zombie Halloween 3, but I think Rob Zombie didn't want to do it because he didn't want to do Halloween 2. But the studios were like, no, you have a deal to do 1 and 2, so you had a two picture deal. And then they were supposed to do 3, and he was supposed to be tacked onto it, but he was like, no, I didn't sign a contract for this. It's not part of the original deal. Um, so I'm not gonna do it, and he didn't do it. So
He
that's
looked
why.
he looked at it as like an out. Like he was just like, no, I'm done.
Yeah,
So and with Halloween 2, it was kind of like, there's parts of it that I do like. I know that's like the most like controversial Halloween movie really out there besides Ends now. But you might have lost the thing about it, even if they did do a Rob Zombie Halloween, 3 or something like that. He might have lost half of his target audience, which is how odd the second one was. And so everyone probably would have expected something more of the same. So I would think that a lot of people would be hesitant to go back out to see another Rob Zombie Halloween movie.
I would say because my takeaway from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is that the reason why we got these weird scenes is because I feel like we're in Michael's head. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like when we see the scene where you have little Michael, and then of course adult Michael, and he's talking to his mother and all that. I
Mm-hmm.
see it's like that's all in his head,
Yeah.
and we're watching his mind go on, and I think that's what Rob Zombie was trying to do. He was trying to let us in Michael's head to see what he's thinking about. It's a bold
Yeah.
move
It
because
it
you
is.
know it really what it does is you introduce these fantasy elements to it because it is in his head. That will turn off, I think, a good majority of Halloween fans because that's not what they came to see. They came to see Michael be Michael and stalk, kill, and do all that stuff. Um, but I do appreciate what he did there, because it definitely gave us a little look see into his head. And
Mm-hmm.
also, a lot of people don't like that version of Michael, Rob Zombie's Michael, because they gave away a lot of his backstory to
Yeah.
to understand why he did what he did.
Too much
And
explanation.
yeah, but for me, the way I see it is this is not John Carpenter's Michael. This is Rob Zombie's Michael. So we're seeing a different incarnation of Michael that's created by Rob Zombie. Whereas like with John Carpenter, we never got the actual reason behind Michael killing his sister. You know, so
Yeah.
throughout all the movies, the majority of the movies we got from original Michael Myers, we never knew why he did what he did. Now you
Mm-hmm.
can say with Halloween the Curse of Michael Myers, he killed his sister because it was part of a sacrificial ritual, with the cult of Thorn.
Mm-hmm.
And but in a way he's still evil, this and that. Um, which I also did like that. I didn't mind because here's the thing. Sorry, I know I'm going too long about this, but I'll wrap it up. Um,
Hey, just one thing. Can you
okay,
turn up your mic just a little bit, or maybe
oh,
like get closer to the mic? Because some people I think in the chat are saying they can't really hear you too well.
okay. Um, let me
I can hear
do.
you well, but I have like a really sensitive ears.
Yeah, yeah. I
You
don't know
sound good.
how's that
You
for you
sound
though.
good to me. You sound good to me.
Okay. Um, well, I'll just say, for me personally, I don't, um, I'm not like I love Halloween. I love Michael Myers, but I'm not really that serious about his backstory and wanting to
Yeah.
know, um, or not. I'm gonna say wanting to know, but like, um, not really caring about knowing about his background. You know,
Right.
um, say if they explain why Michael killed his sister. I'm not really bummed about it. I'm not really upset about it because I don't take it that personally. I don't take it that seriously because at the end of the day, the Halloween franchise is a slasher franchise. It's about Michael Myers. He's a slasher. He stalks and kills his victims, and that's what we come to see. In all
Right.
honesty, and same thing with Jason, same thing with Freddy, same thing with Chucky.
There's a certain level that you have to just keep maintaining throughout the movie. You in that movie, it just kind of there was some dread. There was some dread moments. There was a little bit of artsiness in here and there too that kind of like took me out of it. I was like, I don't know if I want all that. I'll tell you how it made me feel. We were always in Michael's head, but this is how my head felt.
Got it. Okay. And this is the upper. Enough! Do you
want my head to explode? In the name of all that is good and decent, no more for today!
I had to throw it in there, man. I was like going through my clips, and I was like, man, something. that's how I felt. I was like, man, it's making me think a lot. It's making my head hurt. But we do have a super chat in the house. Super chats do go to the front of the line and very much appreciated, and helps this channel continue making content and having guests on, like my buddy Dom here, and keeps it rolling. But it's from my good friend, a good member of the channel, probably one of my first channel members ever, Jen Warner, with a $5 super chat, saying, Dominic, please turn your mic volume up. I cannot hear you at all, and since it is almost midnight, I cannot raise my volume. Jen, hopefully you can hear them better now. I already addressed that with them, but I can hear you pretty good, Dom. Honestly, but I am wearing some earpieces, so it might just if you're listening to them over just like laptop speakers, sometimes those aren't the best. But Dom's gonna do what he can. But yeah, Dom's definitely got some great points. Jen, you deserve a while we wait for Dom, you deserve a video. What do you want to see, Jen? I know I need some new videos, and I will have them up by this weekend. I'm working on a few, making sure they're not any kind of copyright claims or anything. So I just want to make sure that before I put them on the stream, there's nothing wrong with them. But Jen is going to get something. What's one we haven't seen in a while? This is one of my favorite movies. Even I was hoping I was going to get like a Mel Brooks experience tonight with the Book of Clarence, but I didn't really get that. But here is one of my favorite Mel Brooks movies.
Comb the desert, so we're combing it. Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir. How about you? Not a thing, sir. What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
I love Spaceballs. That whole comb the desert. I don't know. Rick Moranis was awesome in it. I just love it. You ever seen Spaceballs, Dom? I think you have, right?
Yeah, I've seen Spaceballs. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was fun.
it's one of my favorites. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. I felt like it was a missed opportunity not to do another Spaceballs movie around the new Star Wars films or whatever. I thought that was like a missed opportunity doing Spaceballs too. But John Candy's not around. Rick Moranis is retired, and Bill Pullman, he's not looking too good these days either. He's kind of looking a little rough. So I don't know how well his health is. Wow, I'm trying to get back to the chat here. Thank you again, Jen, for that $5 super chat. Love you. We'll be doing The Exorcist Believer very soon. I think it's on is it on Peacock? I think it's on Peacock now. So have you seen The Exorcist Believer, Dom?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen that.
Man, you're gonna have to come back, man, and check it out. I've seen it once. I got a lot to say about it, and I'm not gonna say anything until I watch it again. So yeah. Me and Jen, we've watched the original Exorcist movie, and that was a good time. So that's our thing.
Also, I also have a recommendation for movie roast and
Film roast, yeah.
film roast. And I mentioned the Tammy and the T-Rex. And speaking of T-Rexes, the original American Godzilla from 1998 is definitely worth a film roast for sure.
Hey, I can't agree with you more. Yes, I remember actually liking that movie, but then I'm kind of like, yeah, it's kind of dumb. It's a Roland Emmerich movie from what I can remember. Like the person who did, like, yeah, it's fun. Okay, I have a little bit of small part of that movie in my heart, like just growing up and nostalgia and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely not the best Godzilla movie, but it's not boring. It's not boring. So,
It's
but it'd be a
enter-
great roast.
Yeah, and it's entertaining, man. And it's a Roland Emmerich film. Of course, it's gonna be dumb stuff in it. If you watch like The Day After Tomorrow, if you watch, Independence Day, if you watched that movie, it was like an end of the world movie. Like,
2012.
yeah, yeah, that one.
Yeah,
And like
yeah, yeah.
stuff in it that's dumb, but it's still like throughout the movie you're entertained. And that's what
Right,
Roland does. He's more of a like a blockbuster like entertainment type of director. So you
right.
gotta watch it from an entertainment point of view.
Yeah. And I just want to plug this in here right now. If you're just hopping in and hopping back out, please smash that like button. I'm trying to fight that algorithm here on YouTube. Trying to get this up. Every like really does count. Smash it like it's Gary Barber's face, like it's his nose. Gonna get back here to the chat in just a second. We're definitely got to do that, Dom. Some. I wouldn't mind rewatching Godzilla from, was it 1998? Yeah, yeah. That was a good time. It's been a long time. I want to see how well it holds up now. So yeah, we're definitely have to get that on board. I'm sure the girls will love to do that. Dragon of the Night says the pool, the hokey fake jump scare will get us in the first 30 minutes. Yeah, Dragon, that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I hope the whole movie isn't just like this. I hope the less we're seeing, because it doesn't seem like they're showing too much, I hope that there's more up their sleeve. That's what I'm hoping for. Will we get it? I don't know. I'll tell you another good ghost movie that was PG-13. And this is a good topic. I'd like to hear everybody else's. What's a really good PG-13 horror movie that y'all like, that surprised y'all? The Uninvited was a good PG-13 horror movie. I really enjoyed The Uninvited. What about you, Dom? You need a moment to think about it?
I would say The Haunting from 1999
Mmm.
with
89 or 98?
not no 99. uh
99. 99. I thought you said
and,
89.
yeah, and it has Owen Wilson in it. It has what's his name, Liam Neeson,
Mm-hmm.
uh and that girl from The Conjuring, the lady that gets possessed in The Conjuring.
Yep.
She's in it.
Yep.
It's an interesting haunting house movie because it's more like a love story, kind of like it's like a Candyman Dracula love story, but with a haunting house, which is very
And
it's
it's
very
it's fun.
yeah.
It's a fun little movie. I remember seeing it in theaters, and I remember that, and like, what was it, the Hill House Haunting, or the Haunting of Hill House, or whatever, or what was it, Hill Haunt? What was it? No, I'm gonna get this
The
right.
House Haunted Hill.
On Haunted. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I remember those coming back, back to back, and they just had like their different type of flavor and feel to it, and I liked both of them. So yeah, that had like Catherine Zeta-Jones in it. She was good in it. It had like I wouldn't say it's like next to like a Disney type movie, but it didn't go too serious, and it did have some like really cool stuff. What happens to Owen Wilson? I was like, whoa, wasn't expecting that. That was kind of cool, But um, it was fun. That's all I can say, man. It was a good time. That's another movie I need to resurface, man. I need to get back on that. Uh Jen says Talk to Me and Megan 2.0. Oh yeah. I'm ready to see another Talk. Did you check out Talk to Me this year or last year?
No, man, I haven't. I
Oh, dude, nobody, no spoilers, no talking about anything. You got to get up on it, man. You have to. They're already, it's already greenlit that they're gonna have a sequel, and they got a prequel already filmed. It's gonna be awesome. I want to see what you think about it. It's one of the better possession type movies out these days. I was really surprised by it. And Megan, I liked it. Megan 2.0, I'm welcoming it. I want to see what they got. Um, Devontae Huntley's in the chat saying the Omen needed no damn prequel. What's the point? We know the backstory, how he gets born. Let's come on. They're also doing one to Rosemary's Baby. Like, why? Okay, I can see that. Like a lot of people that you already know the backstory, so why make it? But they might do a different little spin on it to kind of like, you know, kind of shock us a little bit. I don't really know the backstory, so maybe I should see the first Omen, before I see any of the other ones. So,
Maybe maybe the prequel is like going back in like the old ages
hmm
where like another antichrist antichrist was born.
hmm
So before Damien in like the 70s, before he was born, he was the antichrist. The antichrist tried again, or not tried
hmm
again. The original antichrist was born in the old ages,
yeah,
and it's of course young kid, and he's like becomes a prince and does that through his power from being demonic and stuff. I think maybe that's what it's gonna be about. I'm not too sure because it's very interesting about the story of the Antichrist because it's only one time the Antichrist can be born and be unleashed on the world, but we don't really know if this was done before. You know,
hmm
it,
hmm
it's very interesting to see what they're gonna do with the prequel. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe it's gonna be about how the cult is gonna somehow try to bring the Antichrist into Earth, and how they're gonna get this lady pregnant in Rome and all that stuff. So it's very interesting to see what they're gonna do with it.
yeah, yeah. I'm excited for it. That's why I feel like it's like now that I know like little to almost nothing. Um, I kind of want to go into it blind a little bit so I can enjoy it for the most part. Like as much as possible. But yeah, Devonte, I know a lot of people feel that way about prequels. And I also know that I am behind on the chat here. I try to give everybody their shine. I try not to leave anybody behind. But it is kind of hard whenever the chat is going and everything. Super chats do go to the front of the line. It's not necessary, but it might just be a little bit before I get to you. Not sure how long I'm going to be going tonight. Planned on only going like an hour, hour and a half. So if you're down for like another 30 minutes or so, Dom, I'm down for it. This hour has flown by already. So, huh? What's that?
I'm surprised that it's an hour and 3 minutes already.
I know it's crazy, right? You think about like a movie or something like that, and you're like sitting there watching a story unfold, and you're like, oh, 45 minutes in, seen a lot. And here it's like we're not even like halfway through the chat. But that's what happens when we're all hanging out. We're all having a good time, just talking. And I feel like that's one thing I've always wanted to do is like give y'all more live streams. I feel like one day a week is not enough for y'all. So I feel like I started like really looking at what I can commit to and like what days and nights or whatever I can commit to. And it was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm gonna keep that schedule. It's not limited to that, but that's what I'm gonna try to keep for the most part. Unless life just kicks me in the ass and I have to change some stuff around. But hopefully that will not happen. Um let's see here. Dragon of the Night says, will they bring back Matthew Lillard for Scream 7? What do you think about this, Dom? Do you think they're going to bring back Matthew Lillard for Scream 7 now with all this negativity and Sam and Tara out, with Melissa and Jenna out? And how do you think that they would integrate that, bringing Matthew Lillard back? Or do you think they're going to save that for a later film? Or even at all?
Well, I know that they fired Melissa. What's her last name? Barrera.
Barrera. Barrera.
Oh, and I know Jenna Ortega is not going to be back because she decided to quit her own.
Yeah.
So either they go back. I don't know because I don't think Neb's gonna do it. I don't think she's gonna come back as Sydney. I think because I think she even said like she doesn't really want to play Sydney anymore. Um, it's interesting, man. It's interesting because if you're gonna bring I'm sorry, Lillard, sorry, it's a tongue twister. My bad.
Oh, it is. It is.
Uh, if you're gonna bring him back for Scream 7, yeah, it has to do with Sydney. It has to
Yeah.
be if he's coming back, it has to be about Sydney because that's the only connection between him and Ghostface. Because that's why he became Ghostface in the first place. It was about Sydney and her mom, you know?
Hmm.
So if she's not in it and it's a whole new group of people and he's after them, why is he after them? You know,
Yeah.
how do you explain that? Like that's kind of weird because like other killers that we come across, they all have their own reasons for doing it. And it's kind of weird to see a previous killer go and hunt another group of people even though like you don't know like what's the reason for it, what's the reason. So it's a very hard thing to think about because we're in a predicament here where we don't have the cast, we don't have the two main characters from the other two films, and Cindy doesn't really want to come back. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna say that Matthew Lillard probably won't come back because if Nev's not coming back, he's not going to come back because it doesn't make sense that he would come back as Stu and he's hunting a whole new group of people when
Yeah.
it's about Sydney because that's the only connection with him and Ghostface.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. Yeah. That's what I want. Is like a. I think that's what we all would expect is like a big showdown between Nev and Stu. Um. Another angle that I thought that they could do, and I know that they say that I'm not coming back unless she comes back, or vice versa, or whatever. I feel like that can always change depending on what the studio brings to the table as far as like we're paying you to do this because Matthew Lillard is eager to come back. Um and if they try to tell him, something like we're going to bring Ned back in a later sequel or something, and yeah, it would feel odd if he was killing, if the plot or whatever the motive of his killings is something with these new people. It could be, I don't know. Um but what if Gale was the lead? And what if he was after Gale? What if like because Gale pretty much the Woodsboro murders is all about Billy Loomis. Billy Loomis got all the shine. Billy Loomis was always the one that got all the publicity. He's pretty much the killer of Woodsboro. He's the ghost or whatever you want to call it. Um, Maybe Stu is upset with Gale that he just didn't get his shine. So this is I could still see his motive of trying to get the publicity of still being alive, and he's gonna be, this is gonna be his legacy. I can still see him trying to do his legacy without Nev in the picture. Now, is that what I want? Hell no. I'm just saying that like I just feel like there is a possibility if they did have like Gale as a lead, or even like Gail and Kirby, or something like that, and Mindy and Chad's there. That's one thing I don't want with Scream 7 is I don't really want them to reboot anything or at like 5 and 6 isn't canon or this is a different timeline. I don't want any of that because Scream's always been a direct sequel to the last one. Keep the same characters involved. If you want to say Sam and Tara rode off into the sunset and started a new life, fine. But Chad and Mindy still has to be there. As much as people that they don't really care for Mindy or Chad, they don't have to be our lead. They don't have to be our lead, but they can still be there as, like one of the supporting characters, maybe an opening kill. I really think their mom would be a great opening kill if we ever wanted to go back to Woodsboro. That could bring all our characters back. Is Chad and Mindy's mom, Martha, getting murdered? Yeah, I know it's devastating, but still, I mean, they killed Dewey. They can kill Martha. So I can still see it still happening, even if Nev doesn't come back. Not saying that that's what I want, but I can see it happening. And but I would want Stu to live, you know? Like, what if his whatever he does similar to what Jill's idea was to be a victim by the end, or survive, or whatever, and get all this publicity. Maybe that's something similar that he does this time around, and it works. It gets him his fame that he's always wanted, that he never got. So I don't know. It's just a couple ideas. We really don't know. And I'm hoping with God Music back as a writer that he's going to get this back on track. And he's all about Matthew Lillard. He wants Stu back. And I really think that to get us all back on track, to get us back in their good graces, is to do fan service, man. I think they need to double down on fan service right now and give the people what they want. That's what I think. Even if it is a little bit predictable, it's a safe bet.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. I think, yeah, you can still bring back Mindy and Chad. Maybe they go on vacation back to Woodsboro, and it's just them two, and they're visiting their mom, and then you're like you said, the mom gets killed, and now they're stuck in Woodsboro trying to find out who killed their mom, and they're working with Kirby and Gail, and
yeah.
that's how they come together. And what's Sam and Tara, they're Sam has her new boyfriend, and Tara is with Sam, and they're living their life, because I feel like the last Scream, I think they're good. I don't think you can I don't think you don't have to continue with those characters anymore, in my
Yeah.
personal, because the way it ended right there shows that not only did they get rid of the people that wanted him dead, but Sam has let go of her killer instinct, or her true like killer, alter ego, I guess you can say. And she dropped the mask. Her and Tara walk off, and that's it. That's the end of their story. And then Scream 7, yeah, Minnie, Chad, Kirby, and Gail working together. So you can still have those characters to be involved.
Yeah. 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 I kind of like that. We do have another super chat. I'm going to get to you in just a second. Wow, I can't believe how far behind. I'm so sorry, y'all. Time flies when we're talking and everything like that. Just getting behind on this chat. But my good friend Marcus, I was just talking about you earlier, buddy. Shot him 6 times with a $2 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Love you so much, man. Miss you. Can't wait to do some more content together and get this ball rolling, man. I Marcus says Ty West for Scream 7. He did an episode of the TV show. Yes, I think Ty West would be a great director for Scream 7. Right now, it's up in the air with Christopher Landon out. Who's going to take that director's chair? It's going to be tough to you're going to have a new script. You're going to have this new idea. Really, I always say that. I say this with every entry. It's going to be the make it or break it entry of the Scream franchise. But no, I mean it this time. Scream 7 is going to be the make it or break it entry, I feel like. Depending on what they decide to do. Ty West, from what he's done with X and Pearl, and I can't wait to see Maxine, which is going to be a whodunit. I think he's an excellent choice. I actually just dropped a video earlier today on my channel of the directors that I would like to see in the director's chair for Scream 7, or just a Scream film in general. So it was kind of weird because like when I was uploading mine, I was like, I just saw Craven did the same thing, which I knew we both had the idea that we were going to do this, but we just actually did it on the same day. I was like, oh, well, I guess that works. But a little bit different lists. But yeah, Ty West would be a great addition. The only thing that I would be hesitant about Ty, and I know, it depends on everything that's in the script. I just don't want him to bring it to like a gritty, raunchy level, like with with X. I don't want none of that. I don't want nudity in my Scream movie. I want it to stay clean a little bit. I want it to stay classy. We got good. It's a good slasher, but Scream is always it's always cut away from nudity or sex and stuff like that. I don't want this to become a Friday the 13th, That's how I feel. I like a little class with my trash. I always say that. I need to put that in my store on a shirt. I always say that on my channel. I like some class with my trash, and that's how I feel about Scream. What do you think, Dom? Who would you want to be a director for Scream 7 if you were able to choose? We can't get the GOAT, Wes Craven, rest in peace. Uh uh and now we don't have Christopher Landon. Ty West. How do you feel about Ty West, and who else would you want to see in that director's chair?
Yeah, I just want first I want to say, hey Marcus, it's nice to see you again, man. Because it's been a while, and I see you starting to do content more again as well. I need to keep watching the videos, man, because you make great content as well. And
Yes, he does.
yeah, nice to see you in here, man. It's good to see you. But when it comes to who I want to see direct, I because Scream has this formula, right, where it's a mix of comedy and horror, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mystery aspect. I can see someone like either David Fincher or
Mm.
um who
Interesting.
yeah, what's that guy's name who did he did Urban Legend, he also did Valentine. Um
Jamie Blanks.
Jimmy Blanks. I can see
Yeah.
like him doing a Scream movie because the way he did Urban Legend and Valentine. So I can
Mm-hmm.
kind of take in the helms of a Scream 7. So those are my two choices, I guess, like David Fincher or Jamie Blanks.
Yeah, that's a great choice, man. And that's I don't know how that slipped my mind, but when I made my video earlier today, that just kind of like slipped my mind a little bit. But that's a great choice because didn't he do? I know he did last summer as well. Yeah, and and he also did. There is a movie, and it's a whodunit, and it's not exactly, but it's kind of like more of a thriller, but it is a whodunit. But it's got Sylvester Stallone in it. It's called
I see.
I See You. Yeah, directed that as well. And that's another movie that I need to put more recognition on my channel for. Jamie Blanks, man. How did I forget about Jamie Blanks? Man, that's a great choice. That's a really, really good choice. And I think he did. Did you ever see that one slasher, Venom? Not
Yeah.
the Marvel stuff, but it was Venom. Did that did that one as well? Or maybe it was I might be mistaken. I think I'm getting Jamie Blake's mixed up with a different director. I think Jim Gillespie.
Mm.
That's who I'm getting Jamie Blank's mixed up with. Yeah, he does a lot of like slashers and stuff too. Yeah, scratch everything I just said. I had them two mixed up, but they do have similar styles in directing. Um, Jim,
And
huh?
I was saying like what's interesting about I See You is it's an interesting film because I didn't know it was gonna be like it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was like going to be like a traditional, cop film, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And it turns into this whole other like it turns pretty much into a mystery slasher, film with
Mm-hmm.
Sylvester. I was like, whoa, I did not expect that. So
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely really good. It didn't get the recognition. Had a lot of great actors in it. I don't know why, but it's kind of like what happened with Mindhunters. If you ever saw that one, it had a lot of great actors in it. That was directed by Rennie Harlan, um, and he's coming back with the new trilogy of The Strangers. So I'm really excited to see him getting back into horror and seeing what he can do with that. But but yeah, man, so many great ideas of who can actually be in that director's chair. And I don't want to give away everybody that I talked about, but if you are interested, it is on my channel. Go check it out. I do want to hear what y'all think. Who would you want to see in the director's chair in the chat. Let me know. Marcus, thank you so much. Great choice. Ty West is awesome. Looking forward to Maxine. Sounds like we're getting Maxine more sooner than later, because I want to say it's going to be coming out in like February, like around so we should be seeing a lot of marketing for Maxine. So that's going to be really soon. Going to give Marcus a little video here. Let's see what we can play. What do you think Marcus would want?
I think
A little bit of.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
I think Marcus. I think he would want some wilderness.
Oh, some Strange Wilderness. Which one? I got a couple of them. The Jonah Hill one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go.
How did you get through that? Okay, Cooker, you need to.
Is that a thong you're wearing?
What the fuck did you say?
You have a thong on?
Yeah, I'm wearing a thong. I'll get to sleeping bag.
What the fuck did you say? I love how, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm wearing a thong." And then you got Justin Long over there, like he's gonna throw up. I'll give Marcus, because that's my good buddy. I'm gonna give him a second one. This is from Strange Wilderness as well. That never gets old. Thank you, Marcus, for the $2 super chat. Super awesome of you. We got another $2 super chat from good friend of the channel, Dirk Diggler. $2 super chat. Mike Flanagan for Scream. Have you seen Hush? Yes, I have seen Hush, and it's so awesome. Love that movie. I've seen it so many times. That was like one of those movies when it came out. Like every week, I was like, "Oh, I want to watch that again." That was just so good. Mike Flanagan is so awesome. I just watched not too long ago the Fallen House of Usher, the House of the Fallen Earth. What? Yeah. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's good. Man, that's good stuff there, man. I was like, man, this is really good. What do you think about Mike Flanagan doing a Scream movie?
I think he can pull it off. So far of his work, he did make some, good horror stuff. So I think he could pull it off. Because you never know. You look at someone like James Wan, who's, you know, James Wan's a horror guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's making a bunch of horror films, but then he made a Fast and Furious movie, and he did a pretty good job on capturing the spirit and the feel of a Fast and Furious movie. So you never
Yeah.
know. Mike Flanagan, he's done horror stuff, so I'm pretty sure, if he takes the helm, I think he'll do a good job. I mean, some directors, you never know. They make a film, something that is completely different from what they make, and it turns out they do a good job and they capture that same spirit. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think Mike Flanagan, anything he takes over on, I think he's going to knock it out the park. He's just so good. I almost feel like, and this is no knock, it Scream's like my favorite franchise of all time. Scream is my favorite movie of all time. I almost feel like just like his style, like I feel like he wants something bigger. He don't want just like a regular slasher. He would need like a big project, because he likes to put like supernatural elements into it. He likes it to be large in scope, like and I don't really want all that kind of stuff in my Scream movie. So, but definitely, if he respected the franchise and he stayed the formula and respected what West did, hell yeah, Mike Flanagan would be awesome for it. It's kind of like James Wan a little bit, like James Wan's flashy. He's got really cool style and everything. So yeah, Mike Flanagan, absolutely. He's one of the best out there right now. Dirk Diggler deserves a video as well, and then we're going to get back to the top of the chat. Thank you again for the super chats, everybody. They do go to the front of the line. I really appreciate you. It helps this channel out a lot. Please smash that like button if you haven't already. And Dirk, you're gonna get a little bit of
I'll beatbox your ass.
what movie is that from?
Friday After Next, right?
Yeah, yeah. It is Mike Epps. We'll give him one more. We'll give him one more, and then we'll get back to the chat. This is how I dance in the club back in the day. The ladies loved it. All right. Thank you again, Dirk. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Great choices though, man. Ty West, Mike Flanagan, awesome. Man, that's some good stuff there. I can only imagine what they would bring to the table, and how well it would be. That's super awesome. This is like the first episode of Dose of Horror, and y'all did a pretty good turnout. This is pretty good night so far. Let's see here. Where the hell was I? So let's see here. I had it somewhere. I know I did. Just give me a minute, because I don't want to skip over anybody here. All right. I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. Val says let him in. I think she was talking about you though earlier. Wow, this was at 10:25. Yeah. I'm gonna try. If I skip over you, I'm so sorry if I do. I'm just trying to hurry up in the chat because we are limited tonight. It's already going on an hour and a half. So if I do miss y'all, I am so sorry. Please be here for Scream Talk on Friday night, and consider becoming a member so you can be a part of Members Only Monday, and you can come on live streams like this with my buddy Dom, with others, and we can do a film roast, or we can watch any movie of your choice and dissect it together and play. And we also do horror movie trivia also over there on Members Night. So yeah, consider that. Let's see here. Hold on, I skipped over a couple. This just jumped. You know how StreamYard is. It'll jump on you for a second. Paula says, I will, and I love your nickname. When I first started looking up this channel, I accidentally typed in Destination Montreal. That's okay, and thank you so much, Paula. I appreciate you. I'm glad to have you on board. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the horror fam. Hope everybody's giving you a warm welcome, and I'm hoping you're enjoying the content, and more to come. Stick around for a little bit. Love having you in the chat, and thank you. Thank you for all the kind words. Devontae says that was movie was trash. Yuck. Why bother? Especially if you're gonna remake TV episodes. Yeah. Jen's not a big fan of Saw. I already knew that. It's not her jam. Which I think Jen already went to sleep. I thought I saw she put that in the chat earlier. So good night, Jen, even though you're out of here. And we got another super chat that just came in. This is crazy. This is y'all are being too kind tonight. It's from another one from my good buddy Marcus over at I Shot Him 6 Times with another $2 super chat. Damian Mace is my choice for Scream 7. Hashtag Don. What? Don't hang up. Don't hang up. I was like, Don thang up. What? Don't hang up. Yes, Damian Mace. Marcus, you're actually the one that brought me onto that Don't Hang Up movie, and I'm glad you did, man, because I really enjoyed that. Have you seen that, Dom? Don't Hang Up. Pretty good. Not too shabby. It was a nice one. I was like, wow. I always remembered seeing like the cover art for it, but I never had a chance to check it out myself. So yeah, really, that's a great choice, Marcus. I just don't want. I don't want us to wait too long for Scream 7. I don't want them to jump the shark. I want them, I hope whatever they're writing, it's not going to feel like it's rushed and an afterthought, you know? I want it to feel like it all flows together. I don't want Scream Resurrection or nothing like that, you know? I want a good solid Scream movie. Continue the story. Even if, you know, the Carpenter sisters aren't in it, even if we don't get Nev Campbell back in it, even if we don't get Matthew Lillard, let's just say that all that is off. We could still follow Gail, Kirby, Chad, and Mindy. I think, you know, we've never really had a Gail movie to where she's the lead. I mean, it could work. It might work, you know. She needs to die, but it might work. I'd really like to see like Kirby be more of a lead. We didn't really get. I feel like we didn't get the best of Kirby in Scream 6, but I feel like there's still more that she could do and bring to the table. So they tried to cram a lot in Scream 6. A lot of people kind of had their moments of shine and then try to keep the movie flowing. So yeah. Give one more video to my buddy Marcus. If you're not, I'm gonna say this right now. If you're not subscribed to my good friend Marcus over at Shot Him 6 Times, do that right now. Do yourself a favor. Val, if you could put his link in the chat, and same as well as Dom's. Both of them put out fantastic content. Love these guys. They're regulars on the channel. They're good friends of mine. We keep in contact all the time. Y'all are a couple of the guys that, you know, checked up on me whenever times was rough. And, you know, y'all are there for me. I want to be there for y'all as well. So thank y'all. That's all I'm trying to say. So feeling a little bit feeling a little mushy here over here because everybody's showing some love tonight, and I'm kind of like new at bringing back all the live streams. So all the support and everybody just showing up and showing out, it really motivates you to do more, you know? So more to come for sure. I'm gonna give Marcus this one, and here we go.
It's my pleasure. But what a nice young man to offer. Let me give you a little pinch there. Come on.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh. You know, a lot of people are kind of intimidated about making a turkey, but really it's very simple. You just have to know the anatomy of a turkey, and it's got over here just the tiniest little stink hole, but it's big enough to get your hand right up inside it. Stuff the shit out of it. I cook it with all the giblets, the penises and the ginies. And now a lot of people like to baste their turkeys, but I use this. I lick like that and get into the little hiney hole. That's nice and good. I don't know what the hell that is, but I lick it anyway. Up and down. And then I like to stick that right on there. And I got one of these. Gonna pull that off and bam! That just kicks it up a little bit. All right, I think that's almost ready now. And then we bring it to the table. Good.
That movie, oh my god, man. I don't know what that is, but I lick it. I lick it anyways. That's crazy. That actually made fun of The Haunting, you know? You're muted, Dom.
Sorry about that. No, I was gonna say that he was in another movie. It was called like CB4 with Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Plays like a documentary filmmaker. He's funny in that too.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw that one, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, but he's really funny in scary movies too, man. I swear, man, like every time I watch that scene, bro, I crack up all the time. Like you can never beat that scene.
Yeah, you really can't. And it always take my good hand. I always remember him in that Something About Mary too. He was in Something About Mary, and there was another movie. I remember it way back in the day, but it was called like Sailor Boy or something like that, where he was like on a pirate ship, and I don't know, it was something like that. I can't remember. I think I want to say it's something along those lines. Paula says Scooby Doo and Crypto 2 was great. That's the new Scooby Doo movie on HBO Max. Is Scooby Doo is that one movie? Scooby Doo and Crypto 2? I'm thinking those are two different things. Man, I love me some good Scooby Doo, man. I grew up loving Scooby Doo. It's probably like your pre-entry into Scream. And crypto, I'm all about some crypto, man, and stuff. I have so much crypto. I just hope it works. Just please work out. um, let's see here. I'm gonna skip over a few unless something like really sticks out at me. Sorry if I skip you over tonight, but I'm trying to rush up. Gonna be getting off here soon. Morning time will get here sooner than later, and I got a long day tomorrow. But we will be back live Friday night for some Scream Talk. And we're all over the place, but all roads lead to Woodsboro. So it's all good. Let's see here. Y'all are all talking together. Devonte says, I wrote a Scream 7. It's a sequel / prequel, and I wrote it in 10 days, and it's on Simply Scripts for public reading. I love what I created. Awesome. Devonte. Awesome, man. I want to read that. If you can send that to me, send it to me, man. Like, I would love to read your stuff. That's super awesome. So everybody, if go over to Simply Scripts and read his Scream 7 sequel prequel movie. That's awesome, man. Don't ever quit writing, man. Writing stories and scripts has always been something I've been doing since I was a kid, and I love it. I love it. I wish to bring one of my scripts to screen one day, and that's all I want. You know, I want to get shots off the ground. That's done, and I want to get this fan film for Scream Origins written. So yeah, never stop writing. Let's see here. Oh, Val put up your link, man. Awesome. Thank you, Val. Thank you. Head on over to Dom's and subscribe to him. You won't be disappointed.
I appreciate that. I really do. I stream a lot of games, as you guys can see, and just having a good time. Chilling, not really taking it seriously, just kicking back, playing games, and chatting.
What nights do you is there any specific nights that you do stream? Because man, I want to put more gaming on my channel too. So like some late nights gaming sessions, man. We should link up, man, and stream together. That'd be awesome. What are you playing these days?
I've been playing like Far Cry games, Assassin's Creed. I'm trying to get some more horror stuff like The Quarry, um, or Outlast games. Trying to think of another one, but yeah, some stuff like that. But usually I do play games like Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty. Trying to think of another one I've been playing. Grand Theft Auto. Some games like that. Just varying. And when it comes to streaming, I would say honestly, like it comes out like whenever I feel like it. I'm trying to I'm trying to keep a consistent schedule so people can know like, oh, this is when he's streaming, so I'm gonna hop in by this time when he's streaming and stuff like that. That's something that definitely gonna start doing and probably let people know for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome, man. Yeah, and let me know, man, certain nights that you decide to go live because I can squeeze in some gaming sessions. I haven't done some gaming streaming on my channel in a little while, so it's definitely needing to come back. So at least if we could do that like once or twice a week, that'd be awesome. Some really good horror games that's came out. Tyrese Daniel says Saw 11 2024 movie. Yes, that's definitely on my radar. I'm ready to see it. Uh
Oh, I was just gonna mention I just checked the chat and Devontae started a little trouble. Um and there's been
oh.
yeah, but I think they took care of it. Um
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I didn't get that far down, so thank you, moderators, for we never know what we're going to get here, and if things do go sideways, that's why the moderators are there. Thank you so much. Yeah, no negativity. We're not going to be arguing back and forth with anybody because you know what? We are all a positive community. We're all here to talk about our favorite stuff. This is a safe place, so I don't want any type of negativity or anger, any type of what am I trying to say? Help me out here, Dom. Like no no negativity between anybody. It is getting late. I'm tired. You can tell, right?
I would say just treat people with the respect like you would be treated with respect. Just
Yep.
try not to be negative. Be positive. We're just trying to have a good time. Having a good conversation about stuff like horror, like we're talking about. So just treat others with respect and kindness. That's the only way you get through in this world. you know this is how it goes. And look where we are right now. Yeah, we're all having a conversation and having a good time. So
Right. Yep. That's it. That's it. Control yourself. That's it. Uh Extron says, "Man, that all sounds interesting, Destin." Val says, "Hell yeah, Destin, you need to talk to Brandon from I Like Scary. He's in the middle of making his fan film for Halloween." I know. I have talked to him. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's doing. I think he did a Kickstarter too. So I'm kind of new to all that, like setting up Kickstarter and doing all that and doing the campaign and everything. So still working on that. I've already created something, but I'm still in the process before I actually launch it. So um Jen wants a role in the movie as well. Absolutely. I'm gonna, you know what? If I can, I'm gonna get some of the people that has been with me from the beginning. Y'all are gonna have a little cameo in it, something. Even if we get y'all on this screen and we're talking about movies or something like that, and I have like a little clip of y'all if we can't all get together in person. I think that'd be something fun to have. Maybe I can find a place to plug that in at. Let's see here. Extron says, "Can I be in your movie, Destin? I can be the torture porn guy." Yeah, you want to take Scream to another level? Absolutely, Extron. We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. Uh, let's see here. Let's see. Extron also says, "Destin, you ever went and watched the short film The Ninth Circle where Art the Clown first appears in 2008?" I have not seen it yet, but you were telling me about that. I still need to see that. That's on YouTube, right? The Ninth Circle.
yeah, he also shows up in a film called All Hallows Eve, I think,
Yes, I knew about that one.
and then
Yep.
had his own film after that. So yeah.
Yeah. Oliver just said, "Destin, you just inspired me to write again. I used to write a lot of poetry and stories when I was younger. I think I need to come up with an idea and write a script." Do it, Oliver. Absolutely, man. Do it. Because you know what? Sometimes like I lost some of that too. Like for a while. And I was wondering like what's missing out of my life? What I'm not doing what I love. And what I love is movies. I want to create. My biggest goal is to become a director, but I love writing. I just love coming up with stories and whodunits are really hard to write, but they're really fun. And man, if you can write around like what you have at your exposure, like a house, like small settings. If you can do something like that, it's easier to get something more done. If it has like a lot of locations, it's going to be need a really huge funding. It's going to be it's going to take some time, especially for somebody like us off of YouTube here. So yes, man, Oliver, if I inspired you, you inspired me, brother. Thank you so much. If I could just touch somebody just one time like that, I've done my good deed here on YouTube. My little spot, my little corner here on the internet. I really love to hear that. I love hearing stuff like that because y'all inspire me as well. And I love writing. Man, don't ever give it up. Keep doing it. Keep writing.
And
Uh, Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, yeah, just when it comes to mystery stuff, like it's interesting. A friend of mine, he wrote a script it's like a mystery slasher, and what he did was interesting. He said when writing the script, he said I went in not knowing who the killer was, and
Mm-hmm.
normally a lot of and it's I mean all mystery slashers, everyone knew the writers already knew who the killer was when they were writing it, right?
Right.
He did it without knowing, so that way it was unpredictable. So when people like watch the movie and see like the characters and where they go and this and that, they're like, oh, maybe it's him, maybe it's her, but they can't really tell, right? Because
Right.
they don't know because even the writer doesn't know, you know, and the way he's doing it is a little different. I won't give it away because he's saying he wants to make it into a movie, but he's doing it that way. But he also has something up his sleeve that he really wants to pull for like a little twist. So I just found it interesting from his thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's super cool, man. We got wow. I really appreciate this, Scott. Scott just gifted 5 Destination Station memberships here on the channel, bro. That is super super awesome. Uh, man, the memberships are just growing lately. So yeah, hopefully I see everybody from members only Monday, and I'll be reaching out to y'all, and we'll be setting up streams, and we got games, we have stuff exclusively just for y'all, and it's not just limited to that. It's just like this right here, like the way Dom is right here on the channel, like random live streams. You can come on here and be a part of the show, and follow me on all my socials too, because that's the best way to be in contact with me on Instagram or Facebook or even Twitter. So or even TikTok. I've been pretty active over there recently. So yeah. Scott, thank you so much for the memberships. Trying to see who all was gifted. We got Mayanne that was gifted. Welcome, Mayanne. That's super awesome of you to be a part of the fam now. You're official stationeer. We got Val. Val, awesome. That's funny. I see what you're talking about, Val. That's super cool of you. That's thank you, man. Happy New Year to you too. Mayam is in the house. Mayanne's such a sweet lady. I watch some of her stuff. Great channel as well. Does some good TikTok stuff, and I'm happy that you're on the official stationeer and you're part of the horror fam now. So yeah, we're gonna have a good time. I'm hoping 2024 this Monday night is going to be the first one for members only Mondays for this year, and I think it's going to be a big one. I think we're gonna have a huge time. We do horror movie trivia. We're also gonna like spin the wheel. So whatever it lands on, I want all y'all to put in for what movies that you want to bring to the table. I try to say keep it hard, but it's not limited to that. I'm open to other things because it is for y'all. And but we'll spin the wheel. We'll watch a movie. It's a special screening for all of us, and then we'll spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that'll be our next week's movie. So yeah, and then you can join me on other streams too. So yeah, go subscribe to Mayanne. Scott, you're the best, dude. Love you. And absolutely, Val, you already know I love you. You're awesome. Val, I can always count on Val. She's one of the OG hashtag digital bouncers. Oh yeah, kicking trolls' asses one stream at a time. I ain't said that in a long time, Dom. Remember when I used to say that all the time? Welcome new members. Yes, absolutely. Wow. That is super awesome. Super awesome. Welcome aboard, everybody. That is super awesome. I'm gonna have to really brainstorm and bring some more membership stuff to the table, some more content. It's starting to grow pretty rapidly here. So yeah. Val is the general of generals. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. I'm telling you, she's something else. You can always count on her. Wow. So that kind of caught me off guard. Man. Thank you, Scott. Uh Scott even says, "That's awesome. We all need Jesus in this terrible and hateful world. It's nice we can come here and enjoy each other. Love you guys so much." Absolutely, Scott. That's really good for you to say, and that's awesome. Um, that's right. We don't want any negativity. Not in this fam. That's not gonna be at our table. Uh, so yeah, Extron. Wow. Let's see here. I don't even know where I was. Where was I, Dom? Where was I?
Uh, we had
Wow.
Val. We we had you mean when it comes
It,
to the conversation?
yeah. I was just trying to figure out where I was in the chat. Is really because the membership thing kind of caught me off guard, and I'm super appreciative of it. I was just like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, I found where I'm at. Because man, dude, Streamyard on the chat, it might not do it on YouTube, but it definitely does it on Streamyard. It just kind of bounces. Um, I'm gonna do a few more. I'm gonna kind of like skip through here real quick. Because I am gonna have to wrap it up. We are pushing almost midnight now, so yeah, going a little bit longer than anticipated for tonight. Um, let's see here. He's so far up the chat. Yeah. Oh, that's the Devonte guy that was kind of throwing some shade. Oliver says, I actually enjoyed Rob Zombie first Halloween and his take on Michael Myers. I think Rob Zombie is underrated a little when it comes his creativity in movies. I agree with that. I did like the first Rob Zombie movie. I did. It's a little gritty, but that was expected. I think he'd be a better choice for like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something like that. What do you think, Dom? Did you like the first Rob Zombie movie?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was very raunchy. Um, I mean, it's a Rob Zombie film. It's his own take on Halloween, and it's a very raunchy, gritty take on it, and I like that type of stuff. I like when people have their own takes on a certain film that they're basing off of like a film that was made like a long time ago. Um,
Yeah.
they make their own take on it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I enjoyed the first one, and honestly, I enjoyed the second one as well. And I understand why a majority of people don't really enjoy the second one more than the first because of the whole Michael's head type of thing and the whole like the magical stuff. But yeah, I do like the first Rob Zombie Halloween for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I really liked it too. I wouldn't even mind if they like kind of like like it's as much as Rob Zombie 2, like some people love it, a lot of people hate it. um just doing a direct sequel to that first Rob Zombie movie, like let's do a retake, let's do a redo. I wouldn't mind it. I do want him to tone down like the whole vulgarness and stuff like that. I was just kind of like a lot of it feels forced. I feel like he's trying to do like this Quentin Tarantino like thing, but it's just not fresh like that. It's just kind of just obnoxious and not a lot of likable characters. Um, so yeah, I just kind of want him to like tone down a lot of that stuff and just keep the focus. So so also I think it would have been better just to see kind of like Michael coming from a good family instead of like like a trashy family that's all because I mean from John Carpenter's it looked like they were well dressed. It seemed like they were a well kept family. I think that's scarier, you know. So so yeah. Uh I don't mind it. I thought that first one it was solid. It was solid. Let's see here. Trying to skip on down a little bit. We are going to be wrapping up here soon. I hope everybody's enjoyed this stream. But I'm going to get to a couple more and then we're going to call it a night. And be looking out for my videos that are coming out later on tomorrow and Scream Talk Friday night, 10 p.m. Central. Dom, if you want to come back, come on back, man. Might have a few guests, might try to get the whole crew back together like we used to. And let's get this thing going, man.
Sure, man. Yeah, definitely.
Val says digital bouncer still love it. Yeah, I haven't said that in a long time. I even got that on some of my gear in the shop. Hashtag digital bouncers. I made that for like all my moderators. Let's see here. Uh, so okay, so I just want to address something right now. We don't do any negativity, Devonte. We're not going to go through all that. We're a fam here. We've been here for a long time, and we're not gonna tolerate it at all. If my moderators feel like you're kind of getting out of line or going too off topic and bringing hate to the table, we're going to. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to be removed, man. But so just everybody act right. Just act right, buddy. Just act right so we won't have to do that, but it will happen. Let's see here. Uh let's see here. Man. Here, I'm trying to fix this for y'all. We're gonna call it a night. We're not gonna deal with all that. I don't want everyone to leave on a negative note tonight. So don't even. I'm trying to delete what I can. But yeah, he should be stopped at this point. I love y'all. I hope it didn't put a sour taste in y'all's mouth for this show. But thank y'all all for coming and hanging out with me. And Dom, thank you for being a guest here. And don't forget to subscribe to Dominic over on his channel. The link is in the comment section. It's an easy search away as well. And yeah, this is Destination Station. And I'm reading some of y'all's other ones. Val says, I have no hashtag digital bouncer hoodie on right now. Awesome, Val. That's super awesome. That's cool as shit. Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, I know, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I really do. Good. I'm glad y'all had a good night. Let's go ahead and let's end it here. Have a good night, everybody. Good night, Extron, Mayan, Val, my buddy Dom. Thank you again, Scott, for all the memberships. I'm looking forward to hanging out with y'all Monday night and getting to know y'all a little bit more. So don't forget to follow me on all my socials. The links are down in the description of this video. And reach out to me. If there's certain movies that y'all want to do, we will set it up. We'll find a time that's best for me and you. And y'all can come on the stream. Or if you don't feel comfortable being on here like me and Dom, we'll still do, we'll still watch your movie. We'll still do a watch party for it. And you can be in the chat. Whatever you're comfortable with, I'm comfortable with. That's how I look at it. So yeah. Love you too, Val. Everybody have a good night. Dom, you got anything you want to plug in before we call it?
Yeah, no, I got my YouTube, Dominic St. Clair. It's on YouTube. I stream games. I've been doing it randomly whenever I felt like it, but I have been thinking about making a precise schedule so I can let you guys know when I'm going to be streaming. And so you guys can come in, when the stream turns on, because you guys will be ready, to watch it instead of coming in later on, finding out, oh, I'm streaming. Uh, so yeah, just Dominic St. Clair YouTube. Also, I have Instagram, Dominic St. Clair dot 80 on Instagram, and Dominic St. Clair on Facebook. So you can follow me or add me as a friend on there, and we can chat. You'll see my posts and all that. So, but yeah, that's all my socials and all that, and yeah. All right.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, just hang on for a minute, Dom. I'll see you backstage, and everybody else, y'all have a good night, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.